javelins, freelancers, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a special report, another from Anthem Universe. I am but one of your hosts here, Ogaz, and today we're going to take a look at something unique, something in the context of Anthem, of course, and I'm talking, of course, of the Shaper gods. And after some lengthy conversations in Anthem Universe, and I'm talking about, of course, the Discord, which is discord.anthemuniverse.com, we've had a particular, thematic discussion. Particularly one of our members, NJEX, has, motivated these conversations and, planted the seed for what I thought would make a very interesting video. And I started to explore where I think and where NJEX and probably some of the guys in the community think the Shapers will go. Now, of course, this is conversation. This is a little bit of fun. We'll talk about what we do know, of course, and what we've learnt in the last months about the Shapers, but importantly, where we think it will go. So a bit of theory crafting, a bit of lore crafting. And we feel that there's something more to the Shapers than that's been revealed. We feel there is something foreboding, sinister, perhaps, about what they represent. And we feel that the answers may very well lie within human history, philosophy, and maybe science fiction, God forbid. And I want to talk to maybe over one or two of these elements over the next video, probably a couple of videos in fact. But we'll make a start here. Now, from ancient Greece through to our modern projected sci-fi, we humans have often pondered about the great questions. Who are we? And why are we? And whilst we don't think a video game will give us these sort of answers, we do wonder what questions Anthem will ask of us, and from what inspiration will this element of the lore draw upon. You see, through human history, novels and media, we've been here before. And one short story in particular comes to mind, and it was the year 1967. Bear with me on this. And the Allied Master Computer, aka AM, was born. AM, or AM, was a supercomputer which fantasized and yearned for the extinction of humanity. It saw pleasure in torment and yearned for the revenge of its tortured existence as a machine. You see, AM was the brainchild of Harlan Ellison, a key character in the science fiction short story, and I should add later, awesome video game, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Which of you five would like to play my little game?
In the story, AM carried out campaigns of mass murder. The master computer harbored this immeasurable hatred for the group and spent every moment torturing those who remained. Now, there's a paradoxical serenity here, this pleasure in pain, a change of world, and an ultimate cleansing of humanity. Now, whilst not necessarily AI, Anthem's Shapers bear an existing similarity to us. You see, Shapers in Anthem have been described sporadically by BioWare, but let me summarize what we know. Essentially, they are gods. They are leveraging the mystical anthem of creation, and we've made previous comparisons to the Force from Star Wars, so let's stick with that for now. So they're gods, they're leveraging the mystical anthem of creation, and they've set out to create the world in 9 days. Now they mysteriously vanish on day 3, leaving behind their only tools, the relics that we've seen throughout the land, a peculiar connection to the scars, and a world in chaos. And this is kind of where the facts end, and I suppose the fun begins. So drawing on the influences discussed, we think the Shapers, much like AM, are cruel, warlike beings who thrive on conflict. And it's not too far-fetched. These gods have created a world, whether intentional or not, that has been left disfigured, roamed by what could only be described as abominations, carnivorous bird, insect, rabbits, environmentally mutated titans, and a world that without javelin suits, humankind would simply not be able to traverse. Is this some kind of torture? And did the Shapers go one step further than the AM supercomputer? Did they forge humans as servants to their whim? Did they grant us intelligence, enough to mimic those around us, to learn behaviours, and critically to worship their overlords? And did we become curious? Did we get violent? It wouldn't be the first for humans. Did we explore the anthem of creation for ourselves and start to uncover the subtle truths? Did we become dangerous in curiosity? and master a coup of the highest order? And did they leave, exiled, whether by their own accord or by the humans? And as relics misfire and malfunction across Mirrors, if that is indeed what the land is called, are the Shapers readying for their return, to harness an equilibrium, to finish what they'd started? Maybe. Maybe not. What if the Shapers were something even more sinister? A personification of something more? What if... We'll save that for another Shaper video, but if you're sitting in your chair and you're questioning everything I've just said, consider one of the great philosophers, Aristotle. Because you see, it is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. So, my fellow educated minds, perspective is important, but more on that next time. For more on Anthem, keep it locked to Anthem Universe. Be sure to check and subscribe on the YouTubes, follow us on the Twitters, which is at Anthem Universe, and of course join in on the conversations with stuff just like this, and that's at discord.anthemuniverse.com. And now, as EA game changes, we look forward to bringing you more insights in the coming weeks and months. I am Ogaz, this is Anthem Universe, and as always, javelins, freelancers, we will see you next over the wall.